Hi everyone, it's Kelly from PERFORMOBILITY and I wanted to answer a question that I get asked many times. What is the difference between flexibility and mobility? So flexibility is the ability for the muscle to lengthen passively. So for example, if someone was to take you into a hamstring stretch when you're laying on the floor and they're just holding your leg and then they're passively putting it into position. So that is flexibility. The same with a front rack position for me. So I'm pushing with this hand and I'm just letting this go floppy and loose. I can push my knuckles to my shoulder like this. So that is flexibility, the ability for the muscle to lengthen. Now mobility is quite a bit different. So that is when the muscles get involved, and that is when there's an agonist and an antagonist. The agonist, for example, in this situation, is the bicep. That is going to be the one that's contracting. And then the antagonist is the one that's going to be eccentrically lengthening like that. So yes, I can passively touch my knuckles like that, which is flexibility, but mobility wise, I can't. You can see a bit of shaking there, like that. So that shows me that either my bicep cannot hold that position in a concentric contraction, or my tricep cannot hold that eccentric lengthening contraction like that. So from there, I would do a bit of trigger pointing, I would do a bit of concentric loading, eccentric loading, in order to help that range of motion where I'm actually contracting the muscles, which is mobility. Another example would be I can passively hold my leg up like this. So that is flexibility. I know I've got the range of motion there, but with mobility, where my hip and my glute is involved like that, I can only contract up to about there. So I'm losing quite a lot of range of motion through there. So when this is contracting like this, my glute is having to lengthen like this, and my hips are having to contract. So clearly there's a problem there and I'm losing quite a bit of range of motion. So that is why both flexibility and mobility is very important. But if you just did flexibility alone, your muscles wouldn't be strong enough in order to hold that end range position. So that's why you need to do both, because they're very important. And without the mobility side of things, you're just going to make short-term changes. So I hope that helps you differentiate between flexibility and mobility. Now please tune in to the rest of my videos, got plenty of playlists to keep yourself busy, and enjoy.